Close your eyes and picture it. The open road gleaming ahead, sunlight dancing off sculpted metal, and the deep growl of an engine that commands respect. You're not just driving, you're making an entrance. Maybe it's a Ferrari, fiery and flawless, or a BMW, agile and alive. Perhaps it's a Mercedes, graceful and powerful in its silence. But time tells the truth. When miles add up and the gloss fades, which one still reigns supreme? Let's find out which brand truly ages like fine wine. Ferrari. Imagine a fiery red Ferrari roaring past on a coastal road, its exhaust note echoing like an Italian symphony. Few things on wheels can stir the soul like a Ferrari. But does that magic survive years of ownership? Surprisingly, yes. At least for those who can afford to maintain the dream. For decades, Ferrari had a reputation for being temperamental, stunning but fragile. That's no longer true. Modern Ferraris, from the 458 Italia to the Roma, have shown remarkable reliability when maintained properly. Many owners report trouble-free experiences even after years of use. The 488 GTB, for instance, has earned praise for its sturdy twin-turbo V8 and robust gearbox. Ferrari owners on enthusiast forums often share stories of driving their cars regularly without major hiccups, provided they don't skip scheduled servicing. Where Ferrari truly dominates is value retention. Unlike most luxury cars that depreciate rapidly, Ferraris often hold or even gain value. A 2024 study showed that while the average car loses 50–60% of its value in 5 years, certain Ferrari models lose as little as 20–30%. The Roma, for example, keeps around 98% of its value after 3 years. Older models like the 360 Modena or F430 have even started appreciating as modern classics. Simply put, Ferrari doesn't just age, it matures like fine Italian wine. However, that prestige comes with a price. Literally. Maintenance is brutal. Annual services can easily hit several $1,000s, and over a decade, ownership costs can exceed $25,000. Timing belt changes, exotic materials, and specialized service centers add to the expense. Yet, Ferrari sweetens the deal by offering 7 years of free maintenance on new cars, reducing early ownership headaches. Still, most Ferrari owners don't care about the costs. They're buying emotion, heritage, and the unmistakable experience of driving a legend. As one collector put it, you don't buy a Ferrari to save money, you buy it to feel alive. BMW. Now picture something different. A BMW carving through winding roads, its steering crisp and alive. The tagline, "The ultimate driving machine," wasn't born by accident. BMWs are built for drivers who crave connection, the thrill of motion, not just the luxury of it. But do they hold up when the miles start stacking? When it comes to reliability, BMW has come a long way. Older models had their quirks. Cooling systems, electronics, and turbos often failed after 100,000 miles. But modern engines like the B58 inline-6 have proven exceptionally strong. According to J.D. Power's 2024 Vehicle Dependability Study, BMW ranked above Mercedes in long-term reliability, with 119 issues per 100 vehicles, compared to Mercedes' 122. Many BMWs now last 200,000 to 250,000 miles with regular maintenance. Impressive for a performance-focused brand. However, BMW takes a major hit in depreciation. Luxury and performance rarely mix well with resale value. Within 5 years, most BMWs lose 50–60% of their original price. The 7 Series, for example, can drop by over 65%, turning a $100,000 car into a $35,000 resale. The 3 Series and X5 perform slightly better, but overall, BMWs depreciate faster than Mercedes, and far faster than Ferrari. Maintenance is another sore point. A 10-year ownership cost for BMW averages around $17,800, higher than Mercedes but still far below Ferrari's towering expenses. Yet for enthusiasts, the driving experience often outweighs the bills. That's what keeps BMW owners loyal. In 2024's Consumer Reports survey, BMW topped both Mercedes and Audi in driver satisfaction, with over 23% of owners keeping their cars beyond a decade. The reason? Every drive feels special. The car feels alive. BMW may not age as gracefully in value, but it ages with spirit. It's for those who'd rather feel every corner of the road than worry about resale charts. A BMW's worth isn't measured in dollars, it's in smiles per mile. Mercedes-Benz. If Ferrari is passion and BMW is thrill, then Mercedes-Benz is pure sophistication. For over a century, it's been the gold standard of comfort, class, and durability. From the legendary 300 SL Gullwing to the modern S-Class, Mercedes has built cars that age not just gracefully, but majestically. On reliability, Mercedes scores well, especially its non-performance models. Many of its engines, like the M274 and OM642 diesels, are known to clock over 200,000 miles with regular care. The S-Class, E-Class, and C-Class continue to be symbols of engineering strength, though their complex electronics can sometimes be a weak link. Still, when maintained properly, these cars can last decades, and some of the old diesels are practically immortal. Depreciation, however, depends heavily on the model. On average, Mercedes vehicles lose 45% and 50% of their value after 5 years, performing better than BMW but not quite Ferrari level. The G-Wagon, however, breaks all the rules. It's one of the few luxury SUVs that appreciates with time, thanks to its cult following and rugged charm. The S-Class and E-Class depreciate faster but retain more prestige than their BMW counterparts. Maintenance costs are high but predictable. A 10-year average sits between $12,900 and $15,000, which is reasonable for the luxury segment. Parts can be expensive, but widespread service availability helps. Mercedes also offers strong warranty coverage, 4 years or 60,000 miles, giving peace of mind to early owners. What truly sets Mercedes apart is owner satisfaction through comfort. People buy Mercedes not for the racetrack, but for the feeling of gliding in silence and style. Surveys show that many owners keep their cars for 6 to 10 years, citing timeless design and luxurious comfort as reasons. Driving an old Mercedes doesn't feel outdated. It feels classic. Whether it's a 1995 S-Class or a 2025 EQS, the experience remains serene, smooth, and dignified. Head-to-head. When comparing Ferrari, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz, each brand shines in its own way. BMW leads in lifespan and durability, often lasting 200,000 miles or more. Mercedes offers top comfort and reliability at a lower long-term cost. Ferrari, though expensive to maintain, stands out for passion, prestige, and value appreciation, often becoming prized collectibles instead of everyday cars. The verdict. So, which brand truly ages the best? If aging best means holding value, maintaining legend status, and stirring emotions decades later, Ferrari reigns supreme. It's a brand where time adds worth instead of stealing it. A Ferrari from the 90s can be worth more today than when it was new. No BMW or Mercedes can claim that kind of magic. But if you're talking about daily usability and long-term reliability, Mercedes-Benz wins. It combines elegance, durability, and comfort that stand the test of time. Even after years of use, a well-kept Mercedes still feels luxurious and modern. For drivers who value connection over comfort, BMW remains the choice. It may age faster in looks and value, but not in spirit. If you enjoyed exploring these rare cars, please subscribe to our channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and keep watching for more exciting automotive stories. Thank you for your support.